Perfect. Okay, what's this Liver King thing? What is this?
Okay. You want to talk Liver King?
I mean, you guys are talking about this guy doesn't wipe his ass.
Oh,
I want to know what it's about.
I mean, Liver King is this guy. He came up essentially through social media and blew the world away by telling everybody all he eats is like organs from animals.
Raw liver.
Raw liver. I mean, he's just obsessed with, like, his whole thing was around gut microbiome and why those parts of animals were so much more beneficial for your body and you should only eat these things and everything else is essentially a giant waste. And he was the biggest thing, the funniest part about it. This dude is like shredded and jacked.
To the max. Yeah.
Literally so tanned that I didn't even know he was white. But like, this guy is just the ultimate like alpha dude and would openly tell everybody, I am not using steroids. I've never touched steroids. This is all from eating liver and organs and blah, blah, blah.
And then
do we believe
he
him?
has to pay the piper.
And then the hammer dropped. Yes. The hammer dropped big time. And he literally shit on himself. And now he needs to wipe his ass all the time. But the worst part was everybody found out because it was leaked, you know, to the universe
Social
that
media,
this guy's totally a massive drug user. So
he built it, and I mean, he's in his mid-50s or so, right? And like,
I mean, he looks like he's in his mid-50s because he obviously spends a lot of time in a tanning bed. But I mean, he's probably in his late 40s, to be honest.
So he's just roiding out?
well, he'd kind of talked about his age, I think on his like Rogan interview.
Yeah.
And then following that, Joe was even like, there's no way you can be like in that age group, maintain that physique. It doesn't matter what supplements, what
Exactly.
diet, you have to be doing it with chemical input as well.
Yeah. And that's 100% true.
And it was like within weeks of him saying that everything came out.
Yeah.
But I don't think it kind of like, he still had this whole house of cards that he had built. And I think given that the fitness and nutrition industry is so prone to things like that becoming fads and becoming popular and basically just being snake oil.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, like, it really goes back to people's mentality. You know, like, we just have this innate need to feel like we're a part of something, number one. Mm-hmm. But number two, jumping from thing to thing to thing to thing because thing one didn't work out. Because they never tried it long enough in the first place to even give it a chance to work.
Your 3 days isn't enough?
No, 3 days is not enough. Like, let's be honest. Like, I mean, I could probably sleep for 3 days. It's still not going to be enough to catch up on all the hours I've missed.
No.
True.
You know, like 3 days is never going to be enough for anything to really change in the human body. It takes 2 weeks for our bodies to completely adapt to any type of new input. So it takes time for the body to adjust. And these are really important factors that people just don't take into equation when it comes to starting a new diet. And if I can add to it, most people don't start dieting the right way anyway.
What do you mean by that?
So it's interesting because most people that come to me for, you know, nutrition coaching and supplement help and whatever it might be, they will literally tell me what they're eating and I nearly fall off my chair because it's so crazy low amount of calories, but this poor person is clearly struggling to lose weight. And they keep dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping calories, but nothing continues to happen. Then they're going to binge eat.
Right.
Right? They're going to binge eat, undo all of the calorie deficit that they just created, which is not doing anything anyway because their body's in a fight or flight mode, as opposed to just going the other direction and feeding themselves up slowly and reverse dieting and building it out based on what their body composition actually tells us. These are like massive secret sauce stuff that people just don't know, as they think, because we've been so conditioned for so long by things like social media, calorie deficit, calorie deficit, calorie deficit. People like are just brainwashed at this point and they think the only way to effectively lose weight is just by cutting their calories. When in the grand scheme of things, your body is like, I like to refer to cars all the time. We've got some beautiful cars right here. So would you ever drive that vehicle to the gas station and put 85 in it?
Hell no.
No, the answer is no. Like, you're not going to spend 200 grand on a car and then put 85 in it. Why the fuck are we putting 85 bullshit in our bodies when it's the only one we'll ever get? That's replaceable. This is not.
But guys, if you're weak-minded like me, you know, let's get together. Let's go see the Liver King. Let's punch some drugs up, eat some livers. I'll bring the toilet paper. You know, it'll be a fun day, right?
One thing I did want to ask Kye is, like, just as much as I think like we're at fault for wanting instant results and instant gratification from something that we haven't really put adequate work in to see the results, is like the medical industry itself and like healthcare as a whole in fault in a way for not examining the steps we're doing in every day to improve our health.
I believe there could be some massive significant change within the health systems around the world when it comes to that, because the first thing that we go to when we go to the doctor and the first thing that they want to do for us is prescribe us drugs.
Spot on.
Do we know why that is? Because the sales reps will go into the pharmacies and offer massive amounts of monies to these doctors if they can sell X amount of this prescription. So, I mean, of course they're going to do that. That's how they make their money. That's their business. But it shouldn't be that way. Doctors, in my opinion, should be telling people based on their symptoms, how can we electively try and fix this without having to use drugs first? And if that doesn't work and it has to be a last resort, let's go there.
Right, because like drugs and like medicine is incredible.
Yes.
It's crazy what we can do with that stuff. But as a first resort, we're jumping the gun.
100%. And now it's starting to bleed into fitness. We see it every day, right? Like, I'll be the first person to put my hands up. I'm not going to be Liver King. And I'll tell everybody, yes, I'm an enhanced athlete. I compete in bodybuilding and I don't care, right? That's my choice and I'll do what I want.
And that's a part of the sport though.
100% it's a part of the sport.
Yeah.
But I will say this, somebody who is extremely overweight or has a hard time actually losing weight, has other health concerns like diabetes, whatever it might be, that they struggle with all of those factors, there's drugs out there for those people, right? That are readily available for people who are not needing them and using it as a quick fix solution instead of just having the ability and being grateful for the fact that you can do it by yourself.
Yeah, and being able to grow their like mental fortitude and habit building practices along with their body. Like that's what I feel like we miss so much of the time.
100%.
I think people are just that lazy, man. It all comes down to you've got to have some fortitude. You got to say, I'm going to do this, period. You can't give up after 3 days, guys, period.
Yep,
No.
I completely agree.
But let's get to some videos of a man who has allegedly not wiped his ass for 3 days. So.
I'm going to guess it kind of smells around him a little bit, huh?
Well, and he also has that thing, he'll like call people subprimals.
Yes.
He like he's developed his own like verbiage for tiering people as well, which I think plays that mental game of like decreasing the value of the listener so that they then have to be like, oh,
I need to level up.
I need a liver up.
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
All right, so let's see what this...
That doesn't look like that much weight.
No. I mean, it might be. They might be really heavy dumbbells, but I don't understand why he's going through a house. That seems a little excessive.
Right, just to like show off basically like how much he's made off of you guys buying his liver.
Come and look at the house that you guys bought for me.
Look at how many times I can lunge.
Yeah.
Off my extreme lies.
And what is he even doing here?
Trying to get to the balcony to have a nice glass of water, I think.
Well, look how massive his upper body is, and then his legs look like he's got toothpicks.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty common in the fitness world, unfortunately.
The chicken ankle thing is real.
Chicken leg.
I do feel like
Why is that?
Well, now I know very little bit about this, but something I've heard and I'd like to hear from Yukai is like how the body can react to like inputs as well, like different steroids or whatever you can take.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, there are obviously different things out there like Synthol that, you know, you can directly inject the oil into. People have probably seen it before, where they're injecting it straight into the muscle and it makes their biceps look just ridiculously huge. But when it comes to the chicken leg syndrome, that just comes down to most dudes just being pussies in the gym
And they're not doing the
and
legs.
not training legs properly. I mean, I can say first-handedly the amount of times that I've vomited in the gym on a leg day is more times than I can count on both of my hands. So you know it's a heavy-duty work day. I don't feel like doing anything after leg day, but I see these guys in there in their joggers, which I'm conveniently wearing myself right now, mind you. But you know they're so tight, they're squatting halfway, they're not doing their exercises correctly, and then they're literally able to hop, skip, and a jump out of the gym after a leg day. I can't barely crawl out.
You know, Kai, I got to tell you, if I didn't have a trainer and somebody telling me what to do, first of all, my ass ain't going to show up. Okay. Number one.
Okay.
Oh, look at those.
Yeah,
Christmas.
This is some
Dude.
good. This is some good synthol action. Oh. Yeah. So what actually happens is that the oil swells the muscle belly, and it's incredibly prone to like muscle explosion. So it's where the fascia actually tears open and exposes the whole tendon underneath. And it just literally blows out, and they have to get it surgically repaired. Like
And it looks like you were in a snowball fight where we would play snow with bubble gum all of a sudden.
Yep. Just, I mean, it's like the little kid that goes dressed as Muscle Man, you know, to dress up day or whatever at school.
And then it winds up just, you got to look at this guy and you're like, hey, who hurt you, bro?
What were you thinking?
Yeah.
Were you expecting to get an owl as a pet so that you could put it on each perch? Like what?
Dude, when did you need a hug?
Yeah.
Like, what happened?
Like he got dropped at 2. And
I'm
nobody
excited
picked him
for
up.
him though, because if you ever had to catch a plane on a long flight, at least you have a pillow.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This guy's like arm he's trying to hide right here.
I mean,
Holy
if you wanted
tits,
bigger
look
boobs,
at those things.
I think a cheaper process and a safer process is just to get augmentation. but,
Absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, this just is ridiculous.
I have never seen this.
Yeah, this is really common in places like South America, Brazil. Oh! Yeah, incredibly common in Brazil.
And like the volume difference between his bicep and shoulder
And
versus his
the
forearm.
weight is
So
no
it
weight
turns
at all.
it turns into an obsession with most people because the results are so quick and so fast that they just keep doing it because they're chasing it to be better and better and not really seeing. It's like a body dysmorphia.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of guys in professional bodybuilding that do use the stuff, but they use it in really small amounts just to make certain things pop a little bit more, you know, if they're a lagging body part or whatever. But these guys, this is extreme.
You can get a little carried away. It
Well, you
looks
could
like-
say that. Yep. I mean,
Look
this
at
guy,
his legs.
this kid has had multiple surgeries after his biceps have exploded.
Oh, did you see like his knees there?
Yeah.
So small. Okay, wow. What a world there.
Wow. I didn't even know that world existed.
Oh, it definitely exists.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but it does.
No, but back to it. I mean, like I was saying, you got to have somebody. That's why it's good to go to macroculture because you got to have somebody help you. Like I wouldn't get up and go to the gym or go to these places unless I have somebody pushing me. So Kai is the kind of guy that'll push you, right?
Yeah, I want to make sure that we are going to push you in the right direction. I want to make it really clear. Yes, we will push you to be better.
So how long is it going to take me to get like that?
Well, we could get you there in about 3 months based on their current protocols. But
Well, and that's the crazy thing. Like, this is such a funny photo because he's kind of trying to like equate himself.
oh, he's in the photo.
Yeah. He's in the
Wow.
middle.
Okay, I didn't see it.
And arguably, the folks around him
Yeah.
probably have a healthier lifestyle.
Yes.
Oh, they're going to live a lot longer.
Yeah.
He's sitting there like, look, we're same. We're all the same, right?
Yeah. No.
Oh,
you're very
man.
different, my friend. And that's just, yeah. I mean, the whole thing about all of this social media stuff, especially when it comes to fitness, is it makes it so hard for people to be able to know what's right and what's wrong. You know, social media is such a popularity contest these days. Is whoever's popular is what people are going to believe, because if people are following you, they must feel like it's real or it's some type of reality that they want to perceive. Absolutely. And, you know, it's crazy to me that, you know, we can have, you know, someone like myself and my team in a position where people don't feel comfortable coming and engaging with true industry professionals, but they feel comfortable engaging with someone they know nothing about, but is just a popular figure. So, you know, we are here to make sure that every walk of life has the right information. We're here to make sure that people know that they can be comfortable getting the information from us and knowing that it's tagged, tried and true. Like, I'm living, breathing, walking experience of my own abilities through coaching, through my 18 years of experience. The other guy that works in the store, Matt, he's used to be over 400 pounds. He wants to share his story with people to help you. And Sarah, I mean, she's a savage. CrossFit legend, 141st out of 12,000 in the regions on the weekend.
Great job, Sarah.
You know, like,
great
just
job.
Shameless plug there for the boss's wife, but you know, she is a savage and she has her expertise within the industry as well. So, you know, we're all here to help and we've all got different pieces from different places. And I think we make a really beautiful puzzle when we're put together.
Guys, the thing that's super important in this whole conversation with what Kye said is information and correct information. That's why you need to go to his place so you get real facts. Like he says, this stuff on social media, 90% of it is just smoke and mirrors.